Good morning, agents, and welcome to another daily episode of Targeted Loot Today. Today is August 17th, and I'm Agent Shadow. And hey, if you enjoy my content, please consider smashing those subscribe and like buttons below. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment in the comment section below as well. Alright, let's get started with the dark zones first, DC and then New York City, and then we'll end the video. So we do got light machine guns at DZ West. If you're looking for the Pestilence, that's the best day to get it because it drops normally like flies like in the dark zone. It drops a lot, even when you don't have LMG targeted loot. When it's LMG targeted loot, they drop a lot. You're going to end up getting probably like 5 or 6 of them coming out of the dark zone. You could also farm for the Bullet King, Good Times name light machine gun, or the new Reliable with perfectly optimized. But I mean, it's the dark zone. I don't really recommend it since it technically drops at challenging level loot. So it's hard to recommend getting that, you know. Socolo Concern at DZ South. Top of my head, I cannot think of anything that's Socolo Concern named DZ exclusive that I would recommend. And then backpacks at DZ East. So if you're looking for the Matador, I guess technically you could get the gift backpack. It is backpack targeted loot. I just personally never get it. I always farm Providence Defense, and that's when I get it, but it's up to you. I've farmed for 5 or 6 hours almost straight in empty servers and never been able to get the gift, but I've had people tell me they've gotten it from backpack targeted loot. Otherwise, Matador with perfect adrenaline rush and Devil's Due with perfect clutch. Alright guys, highlights for the north side. There isn't really much. I mean, really, to be totally honest, I can't really say much because there's gear system mods and skill attachments at Camp White Oak and Amusement Park. There's gear sets at Ballpark and pistols at Manning National Zoo. Gear sets are great, but I would rather farm DCD headquarters for it. That's just my personal opinion. If you want to get anything but the System Corruption DZ exclusive gear set or the Foundry Bulwark and Future Initiative chest and backpack pieces, which are raid exclusive still, you could farm this area or DCD headquarters. Skill attachments I never recommend farming. There's just really no use for it. And then gear system mods, you could farm the Amusement Park today if you're looking for like a God rolled gear system mod. And then pistols are usually good for getting a D50 to craft the Liberty with. Otherwise, there isn't a whole lot I would farm pistol targeted loot, in my opinion. Alright guys, so highlights for the west side. We got Providence Defense at West End. So this is great to farm because Providence Defense in the open world is probably the best thing you can get. I mean, you have 3 control points right here. If you hit a bounty, there's at least 1 today that you can farm in the West End. That's how you can get the sacrifice. Try to get some God rolled Providence Defense pieces for your DPS build. You got rifles at Roosevelt Island, so if you're looking for the Diamondback, the Merciless, or if you're looking for a good classic M1A, like the best talents I always recommend is Ranger, Boomerang, and Rifleman. Or you can get the Baker's Dozen, but I don't recommend the Baker's Dozen unless I guess you're on console and you miss a lot. Richter and Kaiser at Downtown West and Bank HQ. If you're missing something for your healer or tank build, you need that incoming repairs from the first piece, check it out. Knee pads at Constitutional Hall if you're looking for Ninja Bike Messenger knee pads, Sawyer's, which gives you 30% extra weapon damage just for standing still, and then Fox's pair of knee pads with 10% damage to targets out of cover. Then you can definitely farm that for sure. Alright, and then of course Golon gear for the 10% status effects. It pairs really well with the Eclipse Protocol build or any status effect build. And then shotguns at the Pentagon if you're looking for the Sweet Dreams exotic shotgun. Alright, let's go ahead and check out the east side highlights, but I also want to mention Badger Tough. So if you're still looking for that 0F's chest piece with perfectly unbreakable. Alright, highlights for the east side. We got Mask at Downtown East. You can farm the Coyotes Mask and the Vial Mask if you already have it. Socolo Concern at Grand Washington Hotel. That's always one of my favorite things to run. I mean, definitely with an SMG because honestly, it's just like Providence Defense, but it gives you SMG damage, then crit hit damage, then crit hit chance. So I really like it, but usually you need to be running an SMG with it. Wyvernware is great for that 10% skill damage, and then Grupo Sombro is great for DPS builds for the first piece for that 15% crit hit damage, 2 pieces for 15% explosives damage, and then SMGs at Viewpoint Museum if you're farming the Lady Death. You gotta farm SMG targeted loot for Lady Death. You can farm open world NYC bosses, but I don't recommend it. And then of course you got Grupo Sombro again at Air and Space, so you can farm open world or mission. And then that's really about it today on the east side. Let's go check out what we have in New York City, and then I'll let you guys go. Alright guys, well we got quite a bit of stuff here today. I would say Pathway Park. It's technically a cleaner's mission. Well, it is a cleaner's mission, just like Stranded Tanker. So if you're looking for the Imperial Dynasty, it's not only holsters targeted loot today, but it's also on a mission that normally would drop the Imperial Dynasty, like Pathway Park. So if you're looking for that, definitely grab it today. Gloves at Battery Park. You can farm the Contractor's gloves. You can farm the BTSU gloves. And then holsters in Financial District. I wouldn't farm there. I would just farm here at Pathway Park today. assault rifles at Wall Street. If you're looking for top tier assault rifle, you can get the mechanical animal with future perfection. You can get the named burnout FAMAS, which has gives you 45% weapon handling after you reload your first mag. And then of course really top tier assault rifles are like FAMAS, G36, military AKM, police M4s, P416 variants, and then Hanayu at the Tombs. If you're looking for the force multiplier backpack with perfect combined arms, you want to roll skill haste and skill damage on that, and you'll always get a red mod slot. But if you really luck out and get skill haste and skill damage, then you can re-roll the mod slot. And then knee pads at Stranded Tanker. You can farm Stranded Tanker if you want instead of the other mission over there in DC today. And then roll the holdings at 2 bridges. Alright agents, well that's going to be it for the targeted loot today for August 17th. I really appreciate you guys watching. Subscribe and like if you enjoy the content, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care agents.